There are a few things we need to do. First of all is obviously validating the medical condition. So we actually called up the social worker that actually referred the wish to us, trying to get a better understanding of his condition. Secondly, we actually arranged to have a face-to-face visit to the beneficiary, just to really understand the significance of the wish, his favorite colors, his favorite food, so that we can actually enhance the experience for him as well. One of the key discussion points was really, where does he really want to go? During the conversation, he spoke about him being an animal lover. He really wants to have a chance to go back to the zoo, and he spoke about his favorite animals like elephants, lions and all. So I think with that itself, that framed up that the wish day is going to be an outing to the zoo, and potentially with his family members as well. So I think once the first visit, happened, when we talk about zoo, the motion is set in place already. So we really started looking at the plannings. We need to make sure that there's a nursing aid that's available, the ambulance, we have to arrange that, the pickup. And then we have to contact the Mandai Zoo as well to make sure that the tickets and all are being worked out for him as well. So we kind of split up the work among the volunteers. It's also important for us to look at making sure that all volunteers have a role to play. So that's why we had a kind of a master tracker that kind of lists out the to-do list, the task, as well as who's going to do what. Whatever we do, we are accountable to make sure that we spend money in the best way forward, to support this wish. As part of this whole wish request, we need to keep in touch with the next of kin as well. So this happens to be his wife, and unfortunately she's visually impaired, so she doesn't really pick up the phone very often, and it was very, very difficult to get her as well. Subsequently, Madam Neo actually called me back and says Mr. Goh actually wanted to have his hair cut as well as a pair of spectacles done as well, because his spectacle was actually cracked. And so when he came to me, it was kind of sad that the wife says, look here, he wanted to have a new pair of glasses if he goes to the other world, so they can see things clearer. So I went over to Novena, which there are a couple of optical shops. So I spoke to one optician there. So she was really, really nice. After I told her about the wish request, she says that she's going to pay for the glasses for Mr. Goh. And so we had the glasses made, and then I sent it over to Mr. Goh. So super happy. Obviously, haircut, it was nice that the hospice actually had a haircut done for him as well. So I think we kind of met all his wish requests.
The elephant and then the giraffe was a great treat. He fed the giraffe. It was really close enough. Even the wife said, 没有这样过的, never seen before so close. So it was really very beautiful for them.
So they sound exactly like donkeys. I was also quite surprised when I heard it for the first time.
狮子啊！
在那边那个狮子看不到。看这里，Mr. Goh，1、2、3，笑笑。要10个小时。
When we reach the elephant area, right, we asked him to come down. He said, oh no, he's very tired, so he don't want to come down. Then after that, the guide, Moon, I think, and the elephant caretaker, they were like, no, let's drive him into the elephant enclave,
Really?
So we actually, so the gate, actually it's supposed to be a light, then wheelchair push in.
Sure.
But now the whole buggy went in, which is like out of
Yes.
boundaries. They made a special arrangement and
So you get really
approval.
close to the elephant.
Yeah, got really close. Wow. So it was very, very nice of the zoo to do that.
Very accommodating.
Very, very nice people.
And then he was clearly very excited about it as well.
Like when we were asking him about the zoo, he said, 很贵的，我们以前很久没有去了，很贵的，So to them it's a nice trip, together.
This orang tentang Aming magnet. This one can be used as a bookmark also. For you also.
Thank you so much. Then towards the end, it was lunchtime. Then we told him, 要吃饭吗? Yes, I want curry, But then the sad thing is he actually looked quite pale. So the medical van driver was saying, no, we cannot do this, cannot push him. Of course, the patient want to do it, but we quickly rush him back. Yeah, so then I'll go and Google, okay, Mandai, zoo excursion, food near Mandai, you know. So, okay, then Google, okay, then thank God we found pavilion banana leaf. Then we packed the curry bag for him.
Fish head curry.
Fish head curry
Really?
and
Wow.
yeah.
He likes spicy food, right?
Yeah,
think
but when
that's
I
something
reached to his bedside, right, he was like sound asleep, you know. So you can't feed him. So I passed to the nurse to feed him later. We should put it next to a lion.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
Oh yeah.
The page with the family. That's nice.
This was because we couldn't.
Yeah,
take a
lion was
picture
like
of the lion.
sleeping and then not in the anywhere
It
to
was
be
very funny. He
seen.
was saying that lions definitely will be sleeping.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was surprised when you guys actually said the lions actually really slept.
Yeah, really
Mr. Goh
slept.
himself said.
Yeah. So he says, yeah, the 狮子一定睡觉，一定睡觉. So I was like, okay.
He's an expert. He knows their habits.
Was he very self-conscious when he said
Yeah, in the morning when I went. But I think after that okay. Yeah.
Say no teeth.
Yeah, no
You
teeth.
must- Yeah, you're saying
不要笑, no teeth.
That's
So
so happy.
she's a very good
She's from the
zoo guide.
skydiving.
Yeah, then she'll explain about the
What's the name of the
animals.
nurse that went?
Amelina.
Amelina.
Amelina, she's very good also. Yeah, we have a wonderful team that day.
Yeah,
So
I love
happy.
this picture.
Yeah. Giraffe is so close. Right?
I think it would be good to catch up with you later. Yeah.
Yes.
I think he's see a scrapbook. I think he'll be so surprised at all the fond memories. Wow. I think that's a surprise element that I really like of the post wish.
Mr. Goh，你记得吗？
跟你一起去动物园的。
Hello，
你是谁？
哎呀，
哎呀，
这样就快忘记。哎呦，你真的花心了你。No, not yet, not yet. We're gonna give him the. 我跟他们不是准备一些东西给你啊，我先来第一样东西给你啊。
啊，有一样了。
跟你讲的惊喜，
惊喜，
有惊喜给你。
你跟我讲你喜欢什么动物
看你认为是吧？
啊？你喜欢动物什么东西？
看你认为是吧？
没有啦，你上次跟我讲说你喜欢什么动物啊？
好恶心。
没有啦，你每次睡觉的，每次睡觉的，
好吃八戒。
猪八戒。
一个也没是讲猪八戒啊，这叫猪八戒。
要狮子了，你看，要给你狮子嘞啊！
小姐，现在你这买这狮子不像狮子，
啊，要像什么？
不像啊，
像什么？
什么？
不知道，好像是妹妹
啊
妹妹。
啊，
啊，好像羊啊，
是妹妹，你看，
它比较 cute 啦，好像你这样的啦。可以是第一个惊喜，第二个惊喜啊，maybe 也
照片，照片，
照片对
你看
啊，很厉害嘞，照片。
for
这个
阿良
我阿良，是阿良，
可以啊，
啊，
不美啦，没有要喜欢你们，
更帅，更
瘦皮猴，你
美啊，
看我瘦皮猴的，
啊没有啊，你看
更美，
你这么开心，啊，
就是
这么
了。
开心。
She's still happy that the daughter is coming to the zoo. In fact, we actually checked with him who he wants to come along. He did mention that he just wants his wife because he knows his daughter has to take care of the 3 grandchildren, so she might not have time to do that.
就是这个老师给你包了，给你啊。The price for him that day was really his daughter could make it, which I think was really nice.
Yeah.
OK， 还有第3个惊喜，你下次是不是说你要去哪里？要去台湾是？要带你老婆去台湾，那我就买了台湾最好吃的，实在帅了哈。好吃吗？
慢来，
不吃，
好吃哈。跟买喽，那你要和买喽一起。I think in times like this, it's just about good memories lah.
Yeah. Even the wife say, never seen before so close.
Really?
Yeah, so it was really very beautiful for them.